Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Empower Analytics. In this video, I will show you how to send multiple images embedded inside an email body using Power Automate. Now imagine this, you have built a great Power BI report, but your stakeholders, they don't always want to click a link, wait for it to load and scroll through every page. Sometimes all they really need is a quick summary right in their inbox. And that's exactly what I've got for you, a simple scalable solution. First, we will export and extract the Power BI report as images into SharePoint. Next, we will choose which images we need. And finally, we will embed those images into an email. Let's get started. Open Power Automate and create a new instant flow. Give your flow a name. Then select Manually Trigger a Flow and click Create. Add a new step and search for Export to File for Power BI reports. Choose your workspace, pick your report, and set the format to PNG. Once the export is ready, we need a place to store it, and for that, we will search for Create File in SharePoint. Choose the site address and navigate to the folder where you would like to save it in the SharePoint site. Give the file a name and don't forget to add .zip extension because what we're exporting is not just one image, it's actually a compressed zip file containing all the report pages. For the field file content, we will use the dynamic content option and select the output from the previous step. Now that we have got a zip file, we need to unzip it. Add get file properties for SharePoint to fetch the details of the zip we just created. Choose the site address, documents. Using dynamic content, we will get the item ID from the previous step. Now that we have the file details, we need to unzip it. For that, search for extract folder in SharePoint. Choose the site address where you have stored the zip. For the source file path, use the full path from the previous step. For the destination folder path, we want to extract the contents into the same SharePoint folder and we'll make sure the folder name matches the name of the zip file. We'll unzip it right into the same location. Just set override to yes, that way each new run automatically replaces the old files. And that's it. Our Power BI report is now available as individual images in SharePoint. Save it and let's test the flow. It ran successfully. Let's go to the SharePoint location and check the images. You see, we have a zip and an unzip folder. My report has 4 pages, each with the page number written in the content of the page. Let's move on. With the images in SharePoint, our next step is to select the ones we want to email. Start by creating 2 variables. Search for initialize variable. This variable will store the images in an array. Let's call it image base 64 array. The type as array and value as blank, square brackets. Another one is an integer type variable. It is used to track the order of these items in the array. Let's call it image index, type integer and value as 0. Next, search and add get files properties only. The purpose of the step is to select only the required images. Say you may have 20 pages in your report, but only need 5 of them for the email. And this is the step to filter those 5. We will first limit the entries to the unzipped folder. For filter query field, we need to go to the SharePoint site and get the names of the images. We will enter the name of the image using syntax file leaf ref equals imagename.png. And to add multiple images, we will use or and add them one by one. Make sure you sort by file leaf ref in ascending order. File leaf ref is basically the internal name that stores the file name including its extension. Now that we have the images selected, we need to loop through the items and for that, we will use apply to each. The input of apply to each would be the output of the previous step, which we can get by searching for value for get files properties only. Next, search for the action called get file content using path. This step ensures we retrieve the actual file content based on the full path obtained from the previous step, which in our case is get files properties only. We will now add a data operation action named compose. This will convert the previous step's file content into base64, which is the text format of an image for the email to read. Next up, we're going to add this base64 string to our image base64 array variable with the index at 0. We will choose the output of the compose step in the field value using dynamic content. For the next item in the iteration, we will add an increment variable to add to its counter. Choose image index and value as 1. And that's it. We have neatly packed our base64 images in an array. Come out of the loop now and you can add this optional step. This has the CSS styling for the email output. Let's rename this to global CSS. We will now add the last step for this flow. Search for send an email v2 action in Outlook. I'll send the email to myself, set a subject line, and switch the body to HTML mode. This way, we get the full control over the layout and the design of the email, which we can do by adding the CSS we wrote earlier. We can also insert images in line and add any text we need. I'll go with hi, or should I have gone with hello world? Let's add a comment for page 1. Write the image tag. Make sure the source has prefix as shown. To display the images, we'll use the array we built earlier. Search for the function named variables in the expressions and add the array with the index for page 1 of our report. Just remember, images in an array start at position 0, then 1, 2, and so on. It's important to note that the order of files in SharePoint folder might not match with the actual Power BI report order. For example, image 1 in SharePoint could be page 3 of the report. Image 2 might be page 1, and so on. By numbering them, we can control which page is shown first. So, if you want page 1 of the report to appear first on the email, we'll simply use the array number that corresponds to it. In this case, it will be number 1. Let's do this for other images as well. Now page 3, that's at 0, and page 4 at position 2. Once that's set, save your flow and give it a run. Your stakeholders will now receive a clean email with the Power BI visuals. Oh, wait, we got an error. It says the zip file already exists. Let's change the setting of the step create file. Make sure you have disabled the content transfer option. Save it and run the flow again. And that's it. The automation makes sharing Power BI insights effortless. Whether you want to keep stakeholders updated or give your audience a quick snapshot without the clutter of full reports. I hope this tutorial helped you. If you found it useful, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Empower Analytics for more such real-life scenarios, and drop your questions in the comments. Thanks for watching my first video, and I'll see you in the next one.